Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Friday, a wild and windy day here in the Western Cape, a wild and windy day on the royal front as well, as we did expect it to be in December, dreadful December. And for that reason, I have the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck on the tarot table. We are having a Nightmare Before Christmas. It kicked off in an unexpected way with Lady Susan Hussey and her alleged gaffe, racist gaffe. First thing I want to say is that sometimes she seems to be called Lady Sarah Hussey, sometimes Lady Susan Hussey. So I'm going to go with Susan, and apologies if it's incorrect. I did try and check and it was all a bit confusing. So anyway, Lady Hussey had the misfortune to walk into what possibly was a setup. And we're going to look at that today. By all accounts, she has offered to meet and apologize in person to Ngozi Fulani, who originally was called Marlene Headley, interesting in itself, who seems to be somehow connected to Nissan Harriman, allegedly, and BLM, allegedly. So all very interesting how the tentacles connect and stretch and reach all the way over the ocean, perhaps possibly to Montecito. And because we were talking about connections and tendrils and things like that, we need to remind you as I shuffle a bit more that this is of course just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or speculation, or my opinion. There is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it and please form your own opinions about whether this was a setup or not. But that's what we're going to be reading on today. We're going to have a look at how Lady Hussey is doing. She, of course, was one of the ladies in waiting, the Queens. William, the Prince of Wales, his godmother. She fell on her sword immediately. She has served the royal family loyally for decades. She was, of course, sent along to help Meghan Markle when she was marrying into the royal family and teach her how to wear hats and curtsy and do all the proper things, but sent away. Not needed, not required, not interested, and she foretold that the marriage between Meghan and Harry would end in tears. That was her view. And lo and behold, Lady Sarah, or Susan Hussey, has now had to fall on her sword, has been caught out, has been possibly speculating set up. So we're going to see how she's feeling. She is apparently shattered and heartbroken and will never recover. I need to shuffle one more time, as often happens. And as my microphone is about to fall on the floor, loud thump, if you hear that, I do apologize. But we want to know how she is, whether this was a setup. And some people are speculating that the real target of this whole thing, if it was a setup, if it was not just an unfortunate incident, was the Queen Consort Camilla. So we're going to ask that question as well. And then we're going to look at the outcome. 5-card reading outcome for Lady Hussey. How is it going to play out for her? I think it's absolutely heartbreaking. I feel wretched for her. Very upsetting. There's a lot of upsetting stuff going on at the moment. A lot. Very, very negative energy, very toxic energy. A lot of collateral damage going on at the moment as the stories go. And an interesting card has come out. We've got the Emperor as the underlying energy. The Emperor is about strategy and planning. I don't think it's King Charles. It could be. He, of course, is a king. It's a very powerful male energy, which is interesting to me. That could be lurking behind here. We did mention the word setup a few times in the preamble before the cards came out. But the Emperor is all about planning. Strategizing, setting wheels in motion, an action man, Aries energy, leading, acting, and interesting. So that is what is sitting under all of these cards. Let's look at the heart of this situation that has happened, and we get a card of grief and sorrow and regret. Not surprised at all. The 5 of Potions, the 5 of Cups. Terrible, terrible heartache and sorrow, remorse. That is Lady Hussey's energy. absolute remorse, regret, can't get over it. That is literally when the Five of Cups is in reverse. It can mean recovering from heartache and regret and remorse, or being unable to ever. And what was said, she will never recover. The cards have literally confirmed that for me. I almost don't want to say that. I almost don't want to do this reading, because it feels so woeful, it feels so final, it feels so dreadful. Her energy feels so bad. So the next card is literally, how is she doing? We already know how she's doing. But let's see what's going on right now. And we got the Eight of Cups, another card of absolute woe and grief and heartache. The Eight of Cups, Eight of Potions, upright, leaving it behind, walking away from sorrow, from things that have caused you pain in the past, things that you might once have been over-attached to, but now leaving it. But the card is in the reverse, which means stuck in that sorrow, stuck in that miserable situation, can't leave it. She's not going to be able to shake this off, not at 83, and not with the whole world looking at this and analysing it in all its gruesome detail, and speculating and replaying it and discussing it. And this is shattering. This is literally heartache and being shattered and heartbroken. Two cards that tell me that, and a card that tells me underlying energy. This was a plan. So let's ask directly, was this a setup? Was this all planned? Was this meant to happen? And we have got, yes, I feel quite sick. I feel sick to my stomach. The devil. And we know who the devil is. We know who the devil is. That's, as a tarot reader, that is my card for Meghan Markle. One of the cards for her, the devil. It's come out in reverse. Hidden energy of the devil. Toxic, lies, treachery, deceit. And there it is. A plot. I'm speculating. I am a tarot reader. And this is all just my opinion. But the devil is there. The devil is in the detail. So, this is a very, very sobering reading, a rather frightening reading. I'm almost scared to carry on. But I'm going to carry on, and we're going to see now, was Camilla, the Queen Consort, the actual target, the real target of this setup? Does seem to have been a setup. The Emperor and the Devil in reverse. Was this the real plan? Because she did spend quite a bit of time talking to Camilla, but poor old Lady Hussey was the one who made the gaffe in the end, rose to the bait. Was she? And we get the Knight of Potions in reverse. That's the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Cups is a wooing energy, a come hither energy. Let me charm you, let me entice you, let me enchant you. But it's in reverse. It didn't work. I suspect, my opinion, I'm speculating, I do suspect with that card that she was meant to rise, that the cup was offered to her, the poison chalice in this case, because the Knight of Cups is in reverse, the Knight of Potions, that the cup was offered, but she did not drink from the cup. My interpretation, my opinion of these cards. Final question, with the one that I'm really dreading turning over. How is this going to go for Lady Hussey ultimately? Consequences for her, outcome, impact. And we get the Two of Needles. It's an indecision energy. She's at a crossroads, and I think it's a very serious crossroads. Not just shall I go to the shops today or stay at home. It's a longer journey that she could be looking at. I don't want to say more than that. But that Two of Needles, Two of Swords is at the crossroads and not sure which way to turn, where to go. Shall I stay or shall I go energy? And that is all I'm prepared to say with that card. But this is a very, very, very sobering reading, a rather disturbing reading with these cards that have come out. And I hope that the people who are behind all of this do pay a price at some stage. And we're not supposed to want to have justice served. It's not supposed to be our job on this earth. But here I am saying it. I would like justice to be served. That is your reading. I'm sorry it's rather grim. The energy is rather grim. We will get through it. We will get through it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. And I will see you again tomorrow.